Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Raw. This show is brought to you by THQ, and I have to say that that backstage fight didn't last very long, but it was very intense, and any misstep when it comes to the concrete floor, and it's usually over, and Edge was able to get the better of Mankind in that exchange, but I have a feeling that the next time they fight, it'll be the last. And speaking of last, we have ourselves a last man standing match, and it will be for the television championship as chosen by the challenger, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and the champion is Bret Hart. Now, Bret Hart has had his problems with the British Bulldog recently. However, he's going to have to focus on the task at hand, and that is defending the championship against Hunter Hearst Helmsley. So with that said, let's begin right now. Alright, match underway. And a DDT on to Bret Hart to begin the matchup. Now, this is a last man standing match, which means only one thing. To win this match is to knock your opponent out for the count of 10. Or is to incapacitate your opponent and to where your opponent cannot answer the count of 10. So you have to knock your opponent out for the count of 10. On the mat. Inverted atomic drop onto Hunter Hearst Helmsley. And now going for a figure 4 onto Bret Hart. Now, submissions do not matter. I mean, Bret Hart, he can tap out all he wants. It's not going to do him any good, although it could hurt him in the long run if it comes down to a match where he has to get up and use his legs to get up. But he manages to, reverse that and apply the pressure onto Helmsley to where he had to release the hold artificially. I mean, of course, I would think that Bret Hart would love to get his hands on the British Bulldog, but that's going to have to wait until another time. And then a neckbreaker onto Triple H, or Hunter Hearst Helmsley, I should say. And then a knee right to the gut of Hunter Hearst Helmsley. And a super hip toss onto Bret Hart. And Bret Hart just fighting back with everything he has. An elbow right to the head of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and it's still early, so at this moment they're just trying to, get a sense of one another. I would think that as this match progresses, it'll be much difficult for the competitors to get up. But so far we haven't had a count yet. Nice reversal by Helmsley. But then a clothesline on Helmsley by Bret Hart. And now we have our first count of the match, but it only lasted to a 1 count. Remember, you have to get to the count of 10 in order to win. Provided you're the one that knocked out your opponent, that is. A neckbreaker onto Bret Hart. A back elbow. And then a knee right to the gut of Bret Hart. So far they've kept the match in the ring, which is probably to their advantage. But, it'll definitely make the match last longer, and it's definitely safer. A snapmare onto Bret Hart. Or a side headlock takedown, that's what it's called. Sorry. and then a backbreaker onto Helmsley, then a leg drop onto Helmsley, and now Helmsley is down. But remember, he has to get up by the count of 10, otherwise it's over. Yeah, he gets up by the count of 5. And then a neck breaker again onto Helmsley. And now Bret Hart on his knees celebrating the fact that he could have won, although he picks him up for some odd reason. And now he throws out Helmsley. And now this is really where the match gets dangerous because, I mean, you definitely have the floor. I mean, you have all those instruments of destruction, such as those steel steps, the barricade, and anything that's not nailed down in the ring. And then a neck breaker, this time to Bret Hart. All but Helmsley thinking, or perhaps realizing that he might not have enough on that one. And then whipped into the corner of the barricades. And whipped into the steps is Bret Hart. Now, again, there are no disqualifications, and you can use anything you wish. And that was the first time that Bret Hart was being counted out, but nothing happened in there. Now, Hunter Hearst Helmsley exits the ring, although... Okay, now both men are back in the ring now. I mean, Helmsley, he's already wrestled in one match. So, of course he would be at a disadvantage in the sense that he's not fresh. But of course, with an opportunity on the line, you have to block out the pain somehow. And a tilt-a-whirl slam from Bret Hart onto Hunter Hearst Helmsley, but nothing happened in there. And Helmsley, for some odd reason, is exiting the ring. But a suplex back in the ring goes Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Excuse me. And then whipped into the corner is Bret Hart. All but countered by Bret Hart. Countered by Helmsley. And now Helmsley, what's he going to set him up for? Wait a minute. Oh my God! A double underhook suplex, and now wait, what's Helmsley doing? Uh-oh, I mean, this could do it right here. Pedigree onto Bret Hart, and now let's find out if that is good enough to get a 10 count and the win for Helmsley, and if that's the case, Helmsley will be the new television champion. Oh, now he's coming up to 9. 10, it's over. It's over. So the winner of this match by a 10 count and the new television champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. So Helmsley is the new champion. In fact, if I remember correctly, he competed for that championship not too long ago, and now he is the champion. Of course, now that you're a champion, you are a marked man. Anybody who's anybody would go after you. But for now, Helmsley is the new television champion. But folks, we have one match left to go, and that will be the main event of tonight. Stay tuned. It's coming up right after this.